Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick history lesson on music distribution back in the mid 2000s. Okay, so everybody has it super good right now because back when I started my label, Valholla Records, back in 2005, in order to have a music distribution company back you, you needed $100,000 in the bank. You couldn't just sign up for a company and they would just put you in stores or whatever the case may be, like how a digital distributor does now. That just wasn't around during that time. Now, I want to make sure that I'm clear because CD Baby started their digital music distribution operation in 2004. I don't even know how their setup was around that time, but I knew for me, I was just learning about how distribution works. So I wanted to get music distribution so I can get music in stores. But come to find out, you need a bank to do that. So I went another route. So I ended up partnering with a guy that I went to school with by the name of E. He's still a part of the company to this day. He had a duplication company where he would duplicate CDs. So what we did was we partnered up and we were able to distribute our own music in-house. A lot of people probably don't know this, but the first year I didn't have any artists. I didn't start working with 2 artists until a year later. But back to music distribution. So Tunecore started around, if I'm not mistaken, 2008. Around that time, like if you really wanted to distribute your music, you really needed a lot of money. But, you know, thanks to companies like CD Baby and Tunecore for, you know, innovating digital distribution, they were able to allow labels like us to distribute digitally, and we didn't need a lot of money. But going back to 2006, I want to kind of tell you this part of the story. So our first mixtape was distributed by us. We manufactured and distributed our own CDs. It was a mixtape called The Greyhound Gang. The mixtape is literally a classic. It's from 2 of our former artists by the name of Fats and Young Street. Young Street goes by Why Not Tony today. But this mixtape it's really hard to describe because people still, again, like every year, like I have people asking about like, where can I download it? Where can I get it? Where can I listen to it? We recently announced that we were going to be putting out a lot of our older catalog onto streaming. So I thought it was a perfect opportunity to put out the Greyhound Gang mixtape, and that mixtape is currently out now. We just dropped it on Audio Mac. So with that being said, our label's very first mixtape is currently out now. I want you to check it out. Check it out on Audio Mac right now. The Greyhound Gang classic mixtape. I know a lot of people that know me from early on and know our label and are familiar with our label is familiar with that mixtape because that really set things off for us. So check out that mixtape. Tell me, what was the first music distributor you used? Tell me in the comments.